Bikers Info USA, the first bikers app by bikers, for bikers, and it's free.
All right, guys, hold on 1 second. Got a problem with StreamYard. We're trying to fix the screen here. So hold on just a minute. Let's get this going. Seems like we got problems all the time. It's always something here.
Can I try something?
Hold on 1 second. John's going to give it a try. And he'll probably mess things up. Royally, yes, he will. Let's see how it goes. We're trying so hard. Anyways, hey, it's the John and Devin Show coming to you live from
our production studio, riding with this fine bunch back here, born to ride.
And we are here. It has been a lovely week, guys. We are so happy to be in the studio with you.
That's right.
Unfortunately, we have problems with the computer screen and it's not working right. Not sure why. John wants to take over, but I'm going to take over. And we're going to get this thing going just right. So you got to give us a minute. There we go. And let me do this.
There we go.
All right. And let me add back the screen. Let's get going. Entire screen.
We're trying, guys. We're trying. It's a live show, and every now and then.
You know how it is. Nothing wants to work. Let's back this up. Let's try this over again.
You're gonna have to bring it back up, though.
And let's try one more time. Let's see how this goes. And
Here.
it doesn't seem to be coming up, so let me try to add this.
You had another one, I think.
All right, let me try one more time. Oh, why won't you work?
Try.
Let's see if that works. There we go. Now this does not want to work. Does not want to give us a screen where we can do what we need to do. I cannot add this.
Right. Solo layout, press Shift+1.
That doesn't work. Shift+1 doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
It's not working. Why is it working?
See if you click on that big screen. Big screen. That right there. Click. Now it's going to go big. And now see if you can exit full screen. See if it goes back to normal.
It just doesn't want to work today.
What's the pen do? Try the pen.
No, the pen makes you right on the screen. I already had that experience. Okay. Thank you very much.
Can you pull this down?
I know. Here we go. I just figured I got it because then there's the brainchild.
We did it. All right.
Yeah. Rock this show. Let's rock this show, baby.
Let's do it.
Bikers app by bikers, for bikers, and it's free. National and state events, Sturgis and Daytona, Bikers Info USA. Every motorcycle manufacturer dealer listed. Biker products for you and your bike. Bikers Info USA. Find the places to go, places to party, places to stay at every event, Bikers Info USA. Download it now. It's free. Bikers Info USA.
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars, wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees? If so,
Oh, everybody! Hey, it's the
John and
Heather Show coming to you live from.
our production studio, riding with this fine bunch back here, born to ride, and with all the technical difficulties that we always have. Tell them, honey.
No, honey, I'm gonna let you tell them right now because
Okay.
I got to do something.
Well,
so you
since it's
do that.
Tuesday and my wife is not talking, I'm going to tell you it's Taco Tuesday because I don't got the tatas, but I like my tacos. So, how's everybody doing out there? I am getting ready for the next event coming up, and the next event coming up is going to be the Thunder by the Bay at Sarasota. Now, we want you guys to come down there and experience the fun. See if there's any comments.
Yes, I will. Let's go up to the comments.
You can't find comments now. Oh my God.
It never
Oh my God.
ends.
Right, so anyway, if you guys look at it, can't find them. So anyway, if you guys can be coming down there, Thunder by the Bay is what, the 16th through the 18th?
15th through the 18th. Oh yeah, 16th through the 18th.
Yeah.
So February. Hold on, let me bring it up for you. There's comments. There we go. Hey,
Ow.
Lights,
there,
it's
brother.
been a night, Mr. Lights.
my
How are
God.
you, sir?
Every time I turn around, something is glitching up on the screen. And Heather's been good. She's been able to troubleshoot stuff on the go. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Laura. Yes, we'll have a good show now that Heather just figured out the glitches and all this other stuff.
I'm telling you, pre-recorded is looking better and
You know,
better. God
You
dang.
ain't kidding. If we could pre-record like the night before, edit it out, wouldn't that be a
But
good
we
idea?
don't. We're a
Yeah,
live
because it's a
show.
live show because we have guests on. We want to give them live
And
commentary.
we want to bring you reality. Everything we do is real.
Yep.
So when we have a problem,
We
guys,
know about it.
it's real.
Because our crew and our staff at the John and Heather Show consists of.
One and two.
So we try to field shoot and troubleshoot and do whatever we can to try to get our show out to you guys and make sure that it's at least something that's fun to watch and something everybody wants to see. And again, that's going to bring me back to Gibtown. You guys got to be there. It's at the Sarasota State
Not
Fairgrounds.
Gibtown,
Sorry.
Thunder by the
Thunder
Bay.
by the
Let
Bay.
me bring it up. Thunder by the Bay. It's
Okay.
coming up, guys. We got lots of things coming up. Let's
Good.
bring it up. Here we go. Thunder by the Bay. Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is right here for you to look at,
Okay.
my lovely, adoring husband
Yeah,
of
just trying to
mine,
pull this up on another one because the screen got teeny, so we're trying to pull this
so
up.
that you can see what you're looking at. But it is Thunder by the Bay, which is in Sarasota. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to have a great time. And you're going to have there 3 different headline acts, which is going to be fantastic.
Okay, we have.
Creed Fisher,
Oh, I like Creed Fisher. We're going to have Molly Hatchet, and we're going to have United States. Oh my God, the American band. The American band. The United. Oh God, I can't read it, guys. You have it on your screen. You can read it. The third band that's going to be there at the Sarasota State Fairgrounds at Thunder by the Bay. It is going to be sponsored by Sonny's and everybody else and Born to Ride, USA Fences. And you need to be down there because also Budweiser is a sponsor.
Born to Ride,
And
Sonny's, but oh my God, so many
Got to
sponsors.
get
It's
down there.
going to
Plus
be a
the
good
bike
time.
shows, the bikes that are going to be there are always incredible, you know, and it's always something that's right there's the bands. There you go. One in the middle because my vision sucks and our screen is teeny with this one. Normally it's not teeny, but for us to be able to get stuff to work right, we have
They've
a
made it
screen.
teeny, and that's the type of night we're having tonight.
So I can kind of see what I'm doing. I kind of can't.
Hey, Miss
Really?
Laura,
Right,
you
really?
beautiful, beautiful lady.
Really?
How are you, you gorgeous lady? You.
So
All
then-
right, so let's move down. We got other things happening besides that. We also have coming up here with some more of Thunder by the Bay. Don't forget, Thunder by the Bay
Here's what $10
helps
admission.
children. And that's really important because you know what? You got to help the children. That's the important part about Thunder by the Bay.
And February 18th is going to be the Ride So Children Can Thrive motorcycle charity ride. That'll be Sunday, February 18th. You can scan the ticket to register You can pre-register for that event. Registrations are online at Harley Davidson.
Go ahead and read everything that we just put up. Look on our page. All the posts are there.
$20 a person. It's at 9:30 till 11 o'clock. Kickstands up. It looks like at 11:15.
It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. So you don't want to miss it. There's so much coming up, and we want you to be able to go to all of it. So let's go over some more of what we got going on. We've got more stuff going on. We've got the Wounded Vet Run coming up, which is right. Let me see. The Wounded Vet. I believe that's it right there. The Wounded Vet Run. No, that's Jasmine Kane. Jasmine Kane's playing, coming up with Crystal Harley Davidson, and that's going to be a really fun time. Crystal Harley Davidson and Lohman Law Firm are coming together, John. How about that?
That's going to be great. I mean, everybody, it's going to be more stuff that we can do and more stuff that we can show everybody, and that's exactly what we want.
Yes, it is. We are going to have one heck of a good time, and it's going to be a lot of fun. You don't want to miss it. Jasmine Kane's going to rock the house. You want to see that, and don't miss it. Crystal Harley Davidson, and you might want to buy yourself a new motorcycle or trade your motorcycle in. Why not?
Up for a new one. That new one with the computer screen, that CVO I looked at. Oh my God, that bike was sweet.
Yeah, and we've got other things coming up. Let me see. We got this coming up here, which is going to be the Dana Beach. Go ahead and read it, John.
Motorcycle show. The Dana Beach, the 17th annual Dana Beach Vintage Motorcycle Show. That's going to be Saturday, January 27th. This year, go down a second. There we go. It's going to be, let's see.
It's at Cross Park,
300 North 2nd Street.
Dana Beach.
You by Fort Lauderdale.
Go ahead and, like I said, look on our page or on the Born to Ride page, and you will see the post with all the information.
Sign up between 7 a.m. and 7:30. Looks like it's going to show. It's going to be between.
That's enough. We got it all there. Can't spend too much time on one thing, but we got lots of stuff to cover for you. And let's see here. We've got the Wounded Vet Run coming up. That's at Gator Harley Davidson.
Yep, and it's going to be Gator Harley Davidson. It's going to be.
It's benefiting the Purple Heart recipient Mario Aguto. And we know we didn't
butchered your name.
We're so sorry. But he's from the Army, and you want to go and help him out because anybody that's a Purple Heart.
It's going to be an escorted run by Lake County Sheriff's Office. Registration is 9 to 11 Lake Square Mall, Highway 440. It's going to be Leesburg, probably. So
that's right. Ending up at Gator Harley Davidson. You don't want to miss that. You got to go. Gator Harley Davidson is one of the fun dealerships.
Oh, yeah.
I just went and spent last weekend there for a sound off competition.
Oh, yeah,
it was so great. Yes, I ran into my good friend Andy House, and I didn't recognize him. I thought he was a stalker.
Sorry, if you're watching.
But anyways, we also have coming up
that's
in Citrus County, the Florida Nature Coast Bike Fest. How about that?
It's going to be at Whispering Pines Park in Inverness, March 15th, 16th, and 17th. Rats Hole Custom Shopper Show.
You got to come to that. Citrus County. It's going to be our first big vet bike show in Citrus County. Guys, let me bring this up. I'm sorry, I didn't bring it up. There we go. You guys got to see this. It's going to be a lot of fun. Citrus County doesn't have much going on. Now we do. Come on down. You don't want to miss
Come one, come all.
That's right. Come one, come all. What else do we have?
You're flipping through all kinds of stuff.
I am. We have so much going on.
Tell them about Camp Easy Ride.
I will. We'll get there. We also have the comedy night going on, which is going to be a lot of fun. John and I have been to a few comedy nights.
Oh, yeah, we have been.
And this one is...
It's going to be February 3rd, comedy night featuring Mark Allen and Dean Napolitano.
At the Eisenhower Rec Center.
Eisenhower Rec Center. Doors open at 6 p.m. Proceeds and benefit Vet Fest at Hero Bike Build. $25 a person, VIP $1,000 front row seating for 8.
How about this, guys? All of these things that we're talking about, all of our bike events, all benefit, they're all charities.
Mhm.
We do so much. I keep talking about how bikers love
Charity.
helping charity.
Some of the most
It's
charitable
just
people out there.
amazing. Then we have coming up, we've also got Leather and Lace. And Leather and Lace is going
The
to
right
be
one you got there?
doing
No, so, oh,
2 different events.
you get the wrong one up there.
No, I don't. Leather and Lace is going to be doing 2 different events during Bike Week.
Okay.
And
Keep doing.
we want to go to that because
Okay.
Leather and Lace is a lot of fun and they always have good things. Leather and Lace is a huge ladies event
Mhm.
and we want to be going to Leather and Lace.
Mhm.
So read that. You want to attend Leather and Lace. It's going to be a good event. Here it is. It tells you all the dates. Unfortunately, I'm having trouble seeing it. My screen is a little small, so I can't really see what's going
But
on.
you can read it up
Here
there.
it is.
There you go.
Leather and Lace. I'm sorry, you were right, John. It is a leather and lace. You're always right,
No, I'm
John.
not.
John is always right.
I'm not.
Just for the record, I'm just saying, okay. But Leather and Lace, ladies MC is putting on a great event,
Mhm.
and we want to go. So here you go. It's right there. There's one of them.
Okay, so we have the Leather and Laced MC Sunday, March 3rd, kickoff Daytona Bike Week with annual blessings of the bikes and free pancake breakfast from 9 to 10:30, and blessings are at 11 sharp.
That's right. So let me
Sweet
bring up
Edgewater,
Let me
Florida.
bring up the other one. And then we have another one from Leather and Lace. And this is going to be another date, Leather and Lace. I hope I have the right dates for you. This one is going to be March 7th. I might
Open
have flipped the
house.
screen.
Yeah, open house Thursday, March 7th. Let's say bike rodeo,
Oh, they're going to
Chicago
have biker
style,
games.
bike show, swap meet, gates open at 12, 50/50s, all kinds of stuff. That's going to be on March 7th. And it's with Leather and Lace. And again, that's going to be in Edgewater.
Yeah, so you guys got to come out and enjoy that. That's going to be during Bike Week. And speaking of Bike Week, we've got things going on at Bike Week. We've got here, look at this, guys. You know where we're based during Bike Week is at Cackleberry.
Cackleberry Campground.
Tell them about Cackleberry, John, while I go ahead and take care of something.
Cackleberry is one of those unique destinations in Daytona that everybody needs to experience. If you're a biker and you haven't been to the Cackleberry and you live in Florida, you're not a biker. You need to at least experience it once.
And we love to go to the Cackleberry
Mhm.
because we have one heck of a good damn time.
Yeah, we do. Plus, we stay there too. If you go to the Cackleberry during Bike Week, you will find us there. Our Forest, the Glamper camper, will be parked. We're pretty much by the road, and we're across from that other place across the street called the Cabbage Patch. And normally, we're right across the street from there. You will see our banner up on the sign. You'll see our black and white camper out there. And just come and find us. Take a picture with us. Come and get an interview. We'd love to talk to you and hear about your story.
Yes, we would. So you guys come on over and see us. All right, we're going to switch paces now, and we're going to go ahead and switch over and show you a video because guess what, guys? We got a well, we don't have time for the video because we got 5 minutes.
got
We're
some
going
time.
to show you a 5-minute video because we got a special guest. We've got Randall
Mhm.
with Cycle Showcase, guys. This is
Out of
fantastic.
Chicago, big bike shows.
I believe it's Chicago. Yes, Cycle Showcase is amazing. It is just fantastic. 50 bikes, guys. 50 bikes. I'm not
Invitation
going to
only.
tell you much more. Invitation only. Randall has done all of this, guys. One man.
He's a promoter. too.
One
That's
motorcycle enthusiast. Yes,
He's a promoter and has the background.
he has done all of this. So we're going to show you one of the first videos we have. Let's rock and roll and show you that one now.
All right, let's play it Charlie Anson.
Their AI? Intercom's AI, the leader in AI for customer service. Learn more at intercom.com.
All right, guys. There we go. We had to fast forward a little bit in that because we want to bring on Randall. He's already in the green room. This is the man that is responsible for this incredible show. Incredible bikes. This is art at its finest, guys. We're going to bring him on. Randall, are you ready?
Give us a thumbs up if you're ready. Okay.
All right, let's go. Let's bring him on. How you doing?
How you doing, folks?
Oh my God, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine.
What a show. Oh my, oh my. You are the Picasso of motorcycles.
Not quite. I just built a nice gallery for all the Picassos to show up.
Could you bring some of that to my house?
Of course, it's relatively cheap.
Exactly. And I don't mind motorcycles in my living room.
Our garage is full of them anyway.
Exactly.
So it's a pleasure to meet you, Randall. I mean, I judge bike shows and I do bike shows all the time for Born to Ride. And I'm telling you, what you had set up there was world class. It really was.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's certainly a passion project.
How do you do it?
Yeah.
Tell us all about yourself, what you do, and how you do
started it.
Well, I was a bike builder. I still am a bike builder. I like to build machines, and I was frustrated with the shows that I had available locally here in St. Louis 12 years ago or so. And I go to Bike Week, I go to Sturgis, I go to Laconia. I see all these great events, and I think, why don't I have something like that right here in St. Louis? I'm right in the middle of the country. I'm 1,000 miles from Bike Week. I'm 1,000 miles from Sturgis. I'm a little over 1,000 to Laconia, but I'm right dead in the middle of the country. Why don't we have something great right here? And like my mama said, if you're going to bitch about it, shut up or do something about it. So
I like your mama.
yes. So, my background, I've been a live sound engineer for concerts since the 80s. And I know a little bit about putting on a show. I know a little bit about production and how to create an atmosphere and a vibe. And so I took the things that I know from my day job, if you will, and added those into a bike show. And the response has been fantastic. It's been great. So, yeah, each year we get a little bigger, a little more exposure. Bikes come from farther away. Bike builders are learning about this, and I'm tickled pink the way it's progressing.
Wow.
How long have you loved motorcycles?
Yeah.
Well, I loved motorcycles since I was a kid, and I joke about this now. When I was a kid, my mother wouldn't let me have a motorcycle. She wouldn't let me have long hair. She wouldn't let me have earrings. She would.
And you're doing it all now.
Well, I tease her now. She's my best friend. I tease her now that she made this. She created this by prohibiting it when I was little. She was afraid I was going to hurt myself, and I very well may hurt myself someday. But she understands the passion I have for it. So I love bikes my whole life. I never had one when I was a kid. I would sneak off to my cousin's house out on the farm up in Iowa. And of course he had a handful of dirt bikes, and we would go to my cousin's house and everybody would walk in the house, and I'd run out to the garage and jump on one of his dirt bikes, and I'd be gone until they tracked me down for dinner. And then I'd be gone again until after it was dark. And yeah, just it's something I think you're born with,
Yep. When I had my dirt bike, I'd ride until I ran out of gas, and then I'd have to push it back home because I couldn't carry the fuel tank on my little bike.
Yep.
Or Honda that I had.
So you went from not being allowed to have a motorcycle,
Right.
being a motorcycle enthusiast,
And building your own
loving
bike.
motorcycles,
Yep.
building this amazing show with world class, the finest bikes around. How many bikes do you have?
Well, I'll tell you that I have 8 titles.
Okay.
Okay.
So
yeah, I got you. I know
Yeah.
where you're going.
yeah, I've got 8 titles. I've got last I checked, I had 8 titles. I think right now 3 or 4 of them are running at any one given time. There's a couple projects and a couple that are just frames that are going to be projects someday. But yeah, right now I've got I guess 3 in the stable that run. But today it got up to 33 degrees. The last week it's been in the negatives. So
no. We don't even like riding when it gets below 50.
No, I
Yeah.
rode the other night at 45, I think, or 44 degrees. I had 3 shirts on, 3 pairs of pants, and my leathers.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I saw somebody going down the road last week when it was sleeting and icing, and I could not believe it. And I tipped my hat to him. I said, "Hey, good for you. You must have someplace you really got to be."
More power to you.
I lived in Missouri for a while too. As a matter of fact, I went to Southwest Missouri State University. All right. And to tell you the truth, the same thing with me is I had a little motorcycle when I got out of the military. I couldn't afford a car, a little Suzuki, and I had to get to work too and ride in the sleet in Missouri. So definitely understand where you're coming from.
Yes, yeah. We had the fickle fate of weather rear its ugly head this last week. So hopefully it looks like we're about done with that. And here in another couple weeks, it's going to be 40 something, mid 40s for Cycle Showcase.
Okay.
Not that anybody has to ride here. We got plenty of parking, but if you decide to get out on your bad motor scooter here in St. Louis, that's certainly an option, a way to come on down.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about, how did you start the show? You wanted, I understand, I watched all of the videos, and from what I understand, you were a little put out because you couldn't understand why you couldn't have such a nice motorcycle show where you live.
Yeah. There again, it was just, one night I'll go to Vintage Bike Night and I'll hang out with the Antique Motorcycle Club guys. I'm a member of the Antique Motorcycle Club. The next night, I might go down to the to the Moto Europa for their European bike night that they have, and we've got different pockets of bike cultures here in St. Louis, and I like them all. I'll run with the dirt bike guys. I'll get out there with the BMW boys. I'm a chopper builder. I hang out with those guys, but I'm an Antique Motorcycle Club member as well. So I try to run in all the circles. I like everything on two wheels, and that was the initial thing. That was
Or
like,
three.
I'm sorry?
Or three.
She does 3.
Or 3, yes. So, yeah, when I started doing the show, my first show was in 2013. And I tried to incorporate all of the different styles. I had a trials motorcycle. I had a speedway motorcycle, a drag bike, vintage bikes, custom bikes. And that was kind of the vision from the get-go, was diversity. Celebrate the diversity and the beauty and the engineering of the motorcycle.
Yes.
And that's how it started. And people really took to it. And when I go on TV locally and radio locally, I tell people, there'll be a lot of bikes there and there'll be some bikers there, but this is not for bikers specifically. This is for everybody. This is for little kids that just like shiny stuff. This is for people that appreciate art, design, and engineering, the beauty of it.
The lines, the curves, the beauty, like you just
Yes.
said.
Yeah. And that's what I get. That's the feedback I get time and time again is from people. I came to your show. I didn't know what to expect. And I had such a wonderful time. I don't know anything about motorcycles, but I loved what I saw. I loved the beauty and the design and the way everybody interprets things differently. In the bikes, the built bikes or the restoration of bikes. I've got 100-point restoration bikes. I've got racing bikes, a little bit of history, like the fastest at the Springfield Mile, one of Springsteen's bikes, or a drag bike that was the fastest one-cylinder drag bike. Over the years, we've had all kinds of different things. I had a 1913 Indian, and it ran in the Isle of Man in 1914 or 15.
Wow.
And then 100 years later, they took it back and ran the Isle of Man with that same bike 100 years later. That's amazing. It's unbelievable.
And
it ran, yes.
the whole thing.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
That's so fantastic.
Ducati, that was only for 10 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not just choppers. It's not just custom built bikes. It's a little bit of everything. And that's what I'm fond of personally. And it's kind of like playing music in a band. You just play what you like and hopefully other people like it. And
True.
I'm so with you on that.
Yeah.
I like everything about motorcycles. We work Bike Week. We are stationed at the Cackleberry. We'll have to get with you during Bike Week. If you come to Florida, which I believe you said you do you come to Florida for Bike Week?
Yes, and I come down to Cackleberry Campground.
We're going to get together.
Okay. Well, you'll see me in March.
You can't miss us. Our camper will be down there. We're always across the street from the Cabbage Patch, right there on the fence in that corner. That's always where we have our camper. Ronnie has us with a spot back there.
We're going to have to get together. I'm going to get you some hospitality. Yes, we will get together.
All right.
I like everything. And my main thing about it is the sounds. You can hear all of it. It puts me to sleep. I never see a letter.
We're right at the corner where that light is. Up until 3 a.m. It's nothing but Harleys all night long.
Not Harleys, everything. Everything.
Yeah. But mostly you hear Harleys.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't hear the BMWs that loud, but you hear the Harleys.
I have a Ducati that is though, man.
He's got a Ducati that growls.
I got a Diablo 1260S.
Oh yes. Well, Ducati has come on board this year as a big sponsor for Cycle Showcase.
Wow! Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. I've often said, there's the love of the sound of the Harley, and that and there's something very special about it and unique. And we can go down the science of why it's unique and why it sounds like that. But I've said this on many of interview. I love my Harleys, but boy, if I had my druthers, there's nothing like the sound of Ducati. There is nothing like it.
I put the whole Terminoni titanium exhaust package on the bike too, and had a key chipped and track set.
Oh yeah.
180 horsepower.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah. The sound, it's louder. I got a 2010 CVO Softail.
Enough
Thunder.
about you. We want to hear about Randall.
I'll tell you,
We care about
I can't hear when I'm off of it.
Yeah.
I love variety, and even Owl Lights. Here we go. We're bringing fans. The fans are talking about it. Variety is the spice of life.
Absolutely.
Exactly. I love the fact that you love everything.
Yes, 2 wheels.
Yeah.
2 wheels, and that's how I look at it.
And that was kind of the cornerstone of the show at the time when I started it in 2013. Now I'm seeing a lot of shows, other shows around the country that are inclusive to European stuff and Japanese stuff, and that's really cool. I love that.
Let's show one of your videos that shows a little bit about it, and I'm going to leave it open where you can talk and,
Okay.
and narrate if you want to. Just anything you want to say during the video, go right ahead.
Sure.
Okay, but I'm going to show the video so everyone can see this. All right, this one
Sure.
they talk a little bit about it.
Oh, Brickhouse Bill. He's a local guy here in the St. Louis area. He posted this. This looks like 2022. Yes, 2022 Cycle Showcase. That's a Divorster. That's a bike I built.
Wow.
That's what do we got here? Mormon Customs, I believe, did this amazing chopper. Robert Kratke did the paint on that. That was unbelievable. This is Brock Bridges, this young talented guy out of Illinois who does everything himself. He builds them, he paints them, he does the leather work, and his work is unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah, he's always in the shows. I have him back every year. I tell him he's always got a table. That's a Nimbus, I believe. Is that what? No. What was that? Yeah, I believe that's a Nimbus. Yes. That's a little more diversity. I try to include a little bit of something for everything, even a little Honda 50, first year Honda 50 that's completely restored. BMW. That year Michael Lichter was displaying in an art gallery, and I tried to include artists and craftspeople. There's Darren McKeague, the incredible Darren McKeague. We got to talk about that guy. That guy's unbelievable. Let's see. Bare Knuckle Choppers, Bare Knuckle Performance, as it is now. There's their big bike. What else we got here?
Look at that.
Oh, that was from Cabana Dan. That's a twin-engine shovelhead drag bike. Just eye candy left and right, everywhere you look.
That's from suspension.
Wow.
That's from Joe. His name just escaped me. But he did a 2022 version of a Dyna. That's a little gift pack that we pack up for all the builders.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we put Randy's nuts in the box, and that's a whole other story. There you can see some of the lighting that I incorporate with my production background in the concert.
You do it right.
That's a Flexi Flyer from Michael Lang out of Milwaukee. Super rare sidecar bike that was. That's from Kevin Dunworth. Let's see. Well, you're shaking all the cobwebs loose here, trying to. Okay.
Hey, Eric, I really appreciate you bringing this out. Let's pull the curtain off this thing. Drum roll, please. Yes.
Okay. This is an unveiling we did. 2022. 2022 was the first year I started doing unveilings, and we can talk about this in a little bit when the video's over. But this is Eric out of Denver, Colorado. He did this great chopper. We unveiled that in 2022. This is Ironcraft Brent Law from Canada. That brought this amazing bike out. And you can kind of see each of the bikes sits on a piece of paper. It sits on a riser. And each of the bikes sits on a riser on a piece of paper. And you can't really tell from the video, but on the riser, it's written what makes the bike special and what makes it unique. That's Brandon Keene's bike. He was crowned the king of Sturgis that year. That's from Vintage Technology. What an unbelievable bike this. He brought actually 3 bikes that year out of Wyoming. I figured if you're coming from Wyoming, bring all you want to bring. And he's really a outside of the box thinker.
It looks like that.
Yes. His bikes are just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. That is a, what was that? That was a, what kind of bike was that? Oh, Lordy, it's escaping me right now. I remember the guy's name was Cub, and I can't remember what that was. That's a Cafe Triumph. There's a little Honda 3-wheeler that's been fully restored and customized a little bit. Like I said, there's a little bit of something for everybody in there. Let's see. Sidecar rig. Amazing sidecar rig from TD Ward. That's Larry from Lone Star Choppers. He always sets the bar really high with his builds. That's a great shovel head tracker he built for the show. That was the cop bike from Mad Max, the movie. No, BMW enthusiast had that in his collection. Speaking of BMW, there's another one.
Wow.
Right. Don't miss the show next year. He's not lying.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah, that was a great little film there.
Incredible. Just incredible.
So I kind of touched a little bit on the unveilings there. That was 2022. So like I said earlier, I built some bikes before, and I built them and spent like half a year of my life in the garage creating these 2-wheel pieces of art, or what I thought was art.
Yeah,
and then I'd load it up in a truck and I would travel halfway across the country to unveil it at a show. Yeah. And I rolled it into a show, and the promoter of the show said, "Yeah, just stick it over there in the corner somewhere."
Oh, no,
and it felt very, and then there was probably 60, 70 bikes there. I kept Cycle Showcase at 50. I feel like anything more than that, and you get kind of lost in it. There can be too many bikes, I think. I think at 50 you can get the attention that each one deserves. But after that experience, I thought, if I were doing a show, how would I like to unveil a bike if I had just finished it? And then I was like, well, I do a show. So what are you going to do about it? And I started doing unveilings in 2022. And if you're building a bike, or if you're restoring a bike, or what have you, if it's the first time it's seen in public, the first time it's been out, I put a sheet over top of it. We open the doors on Saturday at 11 a.m. and about 11:30, I start going around the room with a microphone, and I tell a little bit about each bike, and I pull the builder up on the riser with me. Okay. And we talk about the history of the bike, or how it came about and everything. And then we do a little drum roll and we pull the sheet off, and the audience starts cheering. It's then clapping and applauding, and it's fantastic. And I thought we'll see how this goes. The first year, we had 8 unveilings out of the 50 bikes the first year. Well, the second year, I ended up with 21 unveilings out of the 50 bikes that had never been seen before in public. And I'm so proud right now to say that of the 50 bikes in the next show here in a few weeks, 36 of those are unveiling.
Wow.
Yes.
Damn,
Gave
you
you a high
go,
five.
Randall. We gave you a high five.
Well, there we go. Give it up high.
Cool.
There we go. Yeah, it's really the builders have really taken to this, and more so if you're a builder and you're building a bike for a client or for a customer. We've managed to keep it hidden from the customers for the last 6 weeks or 2 months or 3 months, and then invite the customers to the show. And we pull the customers up on the stage, up on the riser with the bike as we pull this off. I literally had a gentleman, an older gentleman, ended up being in his early 60s last year, start crying on stage when he saw the creation that was created for him, and the crowd is cheering and they're applauding,
God,
and it was just fantastic.
Yeah.
It was fantastic, and I'm so tickled this year. Like I said, this year we've got 36 unveilings.
Wow. 36 new bikes
Pretty
into
soon
the
they'll be
world.
all
New bikes, yes.
Imagine that. Pretty
Yeah.
soon they'll be all brand new.
Look,
bikes. And
another-
Well,
Our Light says outstanding show. He would love to be there, just like us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got to go to your show. That to me, I mean, we just sat there with our mouths.
Yeah, because I judge bikes around here too. with
We've
all the
never
bikes and
seen
stuff
such
and that.
beautiful things like that.
well, you got to come see me.
Mhm.
We've got to. You really are a unique man.
That's
Oh
true.
yes,
You're easy to talk to. We've had a great time talking
Oh, yeah.
with you.
that's because I'm drunk.
There
Well,
you go.
you know what? We don't care.
Drink away, buddy.
Have a good damn time.
I wish I was drunk. No, no,
You
that's
have-
just
we
apple
don't
juice.
care.
Don't let me. Don't. I'm kidding. That's
We
apple
don't care.
juice.
We're bikers. We don't give a shit.
That's right.
We don't judge.
All right, so tell everybody where the show is, when it is, and like information like that.
So, the show is in the downtown St. Louis area, and it's at a venue called the Moto Museum. The Moto Museum is a gallery of bikes from Europe that this gentleman collected. He's a enthusiast and a bike collector, and he started collecting bikes. He's also a land developer. He's redeveloped parts of the city. He's very involved in the city, so he'll go in and he'll take a whole city block that's been blighted in its old warehouse, and he'll revitalize it and make it into like a new shopping corridor, shopping center, and
cool.
keep the old stuff cool. He's very much into the old cool stuff. He just happens to be a motorcycle lover, and he started collecting motorcycles in the 80s, and then in the early 2000s he's got 60, 70 motorcycles. What does he do with them? So he puts them in a building, and this building becomes an event space where they're doing weddings, they're doing
Wow.
all kinds of social events that you can book the room for. And I've been aware of this place. It's called the Moto Museum. I've been aware of this place for a number of years, but it was never quite big enough. We didn't quite have the footprint to put Cycle Showcase in this event center. Well, as much as COVID sucked, one of the businesses that was attached to the next to the Moto Museum, it closed down, unfortunately. But that gave the Moto Museum opportunity to expand their footprint, expand their square footage. And I'm sorry that business closed, but now there's enough room to do Cycle Showcase. So
You jumped on it.
so I've got the greatest collection of bikes coming in, and the setting is unbelievable. I don't know if you've seen any of the pictures from the Moto Museum, but there's literally bikes built into the wall of this venue.
Wow.
All European and old and rare stuff, and it's just a wonderful, incredible setting to have a bike show in. So I'm tickled pink to be there. I've wanted to be there for years, and now the stars have finally aligned, and I can't wait to get in there and get to work.
What about the show on the road?
Well,
We want you to.
oh,
come
let me back up. Let me back up. I gotta finish up.
Here.
I gotta finish up by St. Louis. So it's in the Moto Museum. It's downtown St. Louis. The show is Saturday and Sunday, the 10th and 11th of February. We open the doors each day at 11 a.m. And it goes from 11 to 7 on Saturday and 11 to 4 on Sunday. That's Sunday also happens to be that big football thing that people care about. I don't know. I don't know. We don't talk about that in St. Louis.
No.
We've got a little bad blood with the NFL in St. Louis as it is. So we don't even speak of that in St. Louis, and that's part of the reason why I do Cycle Showcase on that weekend every year. So you can look at the calendar and look up when the boys in tight pants run around and hug each other for the final game of the year every year, and you'll know exactly when Cycle Showcase is.
Good for you.
Good for you.
So, and if that wasn't enough, on Friday night before the event, we have a Meet the Builders party.
Oh, cool.
There's everybody comes in and they load in Friday, and they're like, "What do we do on Friday?" And I said, "Well, let's throw a party on Friday. Let's get started."
Yeah.
So on Friday night, we have a Meet the Builders party, and that's in town here locally at a place called Delmar Hall. It's free to get in. We'll have a couple bikes. I got a one-man band that's going to be up there playing around, and it's just a chance for everybody to get together. A big sponsor for Cycle Showcase is a local brewery called Four Hands, and they've actually brewed a special beer for us this year. It's a Cycle Showcase beer.
Wow.
I'm sorry I don't have one here in front of me to share, to show you right now, but we're going to unveil Cycle Showcase beer on Friday night, and then Saturday.
Yeah, we need to get a beer named after you.
Now a
That's
biker
great.
and a beer named after the
Right.
damn bike.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes. Well, it's Four Hands. Four Hands is a local brewery here, and they've since they started with me in 2013, and they've been with me ever since. And the last couple of years, they're like, we're gonna do a special can for Cycle Showcase.
Wow.
And you can get it at Cycle Showcase. You can get it at a couple places around town, but it'll be served at all the bars that we're affiliated with throughout the weekend. We're going to have our bowling party on Saturday night after the show. On Saturday night, we have an annual bowling party. We give away prizes.
Oh God,
And,
that's gonna be so much fun.
Yes.
It's just a whole weekend. I mean, if I'm going to bring these folks in from out of town, I'm not going to just. I'm gonna show you a good time the whole weekend, and I'm gonna send you home with a hangover and a lot of great memories.
We want to come. We want to come.
Well, come
I'm
on,
telling you, we
come
wanna
on with
come.
it.
This is your 8th annual one, right?
No, this is my 9th and 11th year. Ninth show and 11th year.
Wow.
We had a couple years off with the COVID stuff and whatever. So, but yeah, this is the 9th show in the last 11th year, and yeah, I'm super excited.
And now, if a builder is watching and wants to get in touch with you or try to get their bike to you, how do they do that?
Well, you can reach out on the website, on Instagram, Facebook. I'm available on all those spaces. I will say this: after my show is over in February, I start looking in March at Bike Week for new builders. I start talking to people.
Yeah, we know
I talk to people all summer on social media, different events. I talk to people at Sturgis in August. By Thanksgiving of this year coming up, I've usually got all 50 of my bikes lined up. And then I have a couple of backups because people have to back out at times. Health reasons, job reasons. The chromer doesn't have the chrome back. The painter doesn't have the paint done. what
Like
have you.
a baby.
And I've got a backup list. I got a standby list. So just know if you're gonna ring me up tonight or tomorrow, I've got a full plate. So I appreciate it. But I want to meet everybody and see what they're building and what they're creating and what they're doing. And even if we can't work it out on this show, I've got some other shows coming up later this year that we could explore, either unveiling or doing something special at some of these other shows.
We know a few builders. We got to get in touch with you during Bike Week. Definitely, we've got to meet.
Yeah, we know a builder that built the Triumph from a David Mann painting.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
David Weems.
Jared Weems.
Oh, he's a Triumph guy. You name
Weems.
I know Weems. I know Weems Motor Company.
He was on the show a few weeks ago.
Yeah, he was on. He's a good friend of ours. He's a neat fellow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I met him at the Bill Dodge's the Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival.
Mm-hmm.
The Bill Dodge invitational show there. Bill Dodge puts on a great show down there in Tennessee, and I try to make it down there in May every year too. That's a wonderful event.
You got some airplane miles, let me tell you.
It's all butt miles.
I got you, buddy. I got you.
Really, seriously, I would like to put that on my list of things to do, is to come and see his show.
Yes.
That's
Absolutely.
fantastic. Well, it has been such a pleasure having you on, Randall. And like I said, we've got to get together during Bike Week. I want to meet. Maybe we can have dinner or something. Get together with you.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Absolutely. I'll ring you up when I get in the hood down there.
Please do.
Yes,
Please
definitely.
do.
We'll be around.
Definitely.
All right.
You have a fabulous show. I love it. Kudos to you.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, folks. Thanks for spreading the word. This is all grassroots. It grows just from people talking about what a wonderful time they have, and everybody leaves the show, and I hear it time and time again. They're like, "This is like I'm in Cycle Showcase family now," and everybody has group chats, and they all become friends, and it's a wonderful experience. I'm really proud of it.
Well, you should be, because from what I see, it looks fantastic.
That was world class. It really was.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
you have a great night, and we'll be talking to you a little later.
I look forward to it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Randall.
Thank you, guys.
Brother.
Have a good one.
Have a good one, man.
Take care.
Kudos. Wow, what an amazing
Did
man.
you see the production he put on for those bikes? That was incredible.
I mean, my God, I've got to
Yeah,
no,
with
really,
the
really,
lighting.
I'm not
The
bullshitting
lighting
you.
showing the chrome was incredible, because me as a photographer, I always look.
That's what I'm talking about. As a photographer, I've got to go. We've got to go. And as a motorcycle enthusiast, we've got to go and see that show. You don't understand. That's an incredible show. That's like seeing the Mona Lisa
with lights
of motorcycles.
and motorcycles. It's just great. Now, you guys got to get down there. You got to see the show. I mean, just the highlights we put up just says it all for everybody. If you're a motorcycle enthusiast, you need to come and see that.
You do, definitely.
And it's coming up in February, guys.
That's right. All right, guys, keep it shiny side up.
Rubber side down. We love you all.
Deuces.